Thank you, Speaker, and I too rise today to speak on the government business program. And as the member for Brighton pointed out, we are opposed to the government business program this week, given that there will be several members in this place that will remain unable to speak on the government's budget. And I know on this side of the House there are, particularly the member for Morwell, who's waited most of the year to give his contribution on the budget. He is eagerly awaiting his chance to contribute. I understand those on the other side may not want to contribute to this dud budget, which is fair enough. There's also many speakers on this side of the House that already have, and some that still wish to contribute on the nuclear motion. But the point being, Speaker, that the last sitting week before Christmas, heading into a Christmas where cost of living is going to hit families really hard this year. And I'm hearing it from constituents every single day, people coming into my office. There could be some things on the legislative agenda to help alleviate the cost of living pressures, the pressures on our rural and regional roads, perhaps. There could be some legislative change on the agenda this week from the government so that Victorians have some hope leading into Christmas time. But it looks like that hope will remain 2 years ago to the day, in fact, being the 26th of November. And I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate the Deputy Leader of the Nationals and member for Lowan on 10 years in this place, a 10-year anniversary. That is an extraordinary contribution. She is a member full of integrity, full of credibility, incredibly smart, and I have enjoyed every minute of being in this place for you. And while we're at it, while we're talking about anniversaries, also my colleagues to my left, the member for Shepparton, the member for Morwell, and the member for Euroa on 2 years in this place, which is perhaps cause for a celebration a little bit later on. However, before we get there, of course, it's been noted that there are the three pieces of legislation on the government business program this week, being the justice legislation for committal. I've been speaking to the member for Malvern about this at length after a ministerial briefing, and hopefully this bill will alleviate some of those the reliving of trauma and streamlining that process. But there are many members from the Nationals, of course, holding up the business program, the speaking program. I think every member of the Nationals is speaking on a bill, including those we have members of Shadow Cabinet too that are also speaking on bills. So everyone gets a chance to contribute during the last week heading into Christmas. But that is the MO for the Nationals, isn't it, member for Mordialloc? The Nationals are always holding up their end of the bargain when it comes to the speaking program, and that's what we do here because we are a cohesive team. Let me get on to the paramedic practitioners bill is actually a good one, and I know the Minister for Health was present while we had the Community Health Alliance in Parliament talking about the community paramedics program, and our paramedics are such an amazing cohort of people. I was actually out with a couple of my dear friends who are paramedics earlier in the week and had some paramedics come into the office just to talk with some graduates wondering about pathways and wanting to get a job, get into it. But the community paramedics program is just a wonder. The community paramedic program, I'm hoping the minister will commit to keep funding it, because along with the paramedic practitioners and the community paramedic program that Sunraysia Community Health and Travis Coombs is the community paramedic, he does a magnificent job and he raves about the program and that continuity of care, that relationship with patients has been brilliant. But it gives no hope to Victorians leading
Fatani.
into Christmas.